Hello, everybody. Camille here. It's pep talk time. I'm your cheerleader, and this is your weekly dose of inspiration, motivation, and good vibes. So, I want to know how you're doing. A question for you. How are you? How are you feeling? Got any emotions floating around? And how is your mind? What are you thinking about? That's our topic today is right up here. The way you're creating your world, your life starts with your thoughts. Always starts there first and then moves out to the material world. Therefore, in order to get the best chance of being happy and joyful and living the life you want to, you've got to know what those thoughts are that are creating your present reality. And so I want to just remind you the enemy of your soul also has a stake in your thoughts. That means he suggests ideas to you for things to do and not do, and it's always bad stuff. It might be disguised and be a half truth, but the things that are being suggested to you that are slowing you down or stopping you or blocking you are coming from the enemy of your soul. Your mind is a battleground, and therefore we have to take this battle seriously. That's why I'm talking to you about it. So let's do a little exercise here, and then I'm going to share a story and give you some tips. Number one, think of something you're trying to change in your life, something you're trying to improve upon. Maybe you're trying to develop a new habit, okay? Something you know you needed to do, and you're taking extra steps and effort to do it, to go towards that. Or it might be the other way around. You might be trying to stop a habit or something that is bad for you, trying to stop doing that, one or the other. Think about that for a minute. Once you find it, I want you to see if you can identify the last time that urge to do it or the desire to start doing it came up. What was the thought that came to your head first before that action or inaction? So, when you can slow yourself down and examine your thoughts, comb through them, you have to be kind of like a scientist and get very specific about, okay, I'm trying to, let's say you're trying to start reading your scriptures every day. Okay, I've got a time picked out, I'm going to do it. And I start to pick up, my book, and the thought comes into your head, I'm really busy today. I don't have time for this, but I'll be sure to do it tomorrow. Many times we think those thoughts are our own thoughts, self-limiting and self-defeating thoughts. But no, the enemy is very clever and very good at stopping you from doing a good thing or from helping you keep doing a bad thing. So you've got to be aware of it. You've got to identify it first. So I want to share a story about myself and my own experience. I have, in the last few years, realized very strongly, I'll say it like that whenever I eat sugar, and I mean, dessert sugar, not fruit sugar, I have an immediate reaction to that. My body is very sensitive. I'm very in tune with my body, so I can tell that, first of all, I get really irritable and mean. I've said some really mean things, especially if I eat it on an empty stomach. It's like a jolt to my blood sugar, and my behavior immediately responds to that. And then I get very tired, very lethargic, and I literally have to sleep. It's not a choice. My body is like, so as I've noticed this direct correlation between eating sugar and then having that bad reaction, I've started paying attention to the thoughts that go through my head right before I have that time of the day where I'm like, I need to pick me up. I need chocolate. And usually it sounds something like this. If you just have one square or if you just have one brownie, whatever it is, it's not going to affect you. You'll be fine. Just one will be fine. Or it might be like, well, you already ate something earlier in the day that you shouldn't have. So you might as well, enjoy yourself and you can start with a clean slate tomorrow. I know you have heard of this philosophy, this line of thinking. And this is why we're talking about it, because we can get it out there in the open and we realize he's using those same tactics with all of us. We can wise up to it and we can call it out. So that's what I've started doing. When I notice that urge that comes up almost every day, and I say, "I'm not doing that." Let's say the thought is, um, "You've got some cookies in the freezer. You can have those after you eat lunch, and you need a break because you worked hard all day." I'll say, when I hear that thought or that voice, I'll say, "I'm not doing that." And I always say it loud with my voice. "I'm not doing that. That's not good for me, and I'm not going to do that." I have noticed an infusion of power, of vitality comes into my body when I call it out, and the temptation, like, goes away. It's amazing. And so I wanna share that with you so you can try it the next time you come in your day to that point where you're gonna do something you know you shouldn't, or you're trying to do something you should, and you hear a voice or a thought in your head contrary to what you're trying to do. Identify it and and disagree with it. Call it out. The other thing besides giving you that infusion of power and vitality is it helps you make the distinction. You're getting better at discerning your thoughts and knowing the source, right? There's the scripture in, I think it's Corinthians, about casting aside every thought and holding it up to the light, saying, where's this coming from? That's what you're doing. It's another way of doing that. So when you do that, you're also making a distinction. You're like identifying, this is not coming from me. This is not my own thoughts, because we are free agents. We have free will. We get to choose what we're going to do in our lives, and it starts with our thoughts. So that's why it's the battleground. The enemy knows this. So that's why he comes up here and can stop you before you even start. And you're not even aware of it. You're not even aware of it. But now you are, eyes wide open. Pay attention to those thoughts and call them out, dismiss them when you know they're not working for your good. Listen, I believe in you. I know you want good things in your life. You're trying to reach your goals. You're trying to be the best version of yourself, the version that God made you to be. That's why we're here. And I know you can do it. So remember to cast out those thoughts, dismiss them, let them go on their way, and replace them with your own good thoughts. And reach out to me if you need help. I would love to help you with this. All right, we'll talk next time. See ya.